The movie begins inside a spaceship called Orbiter 9, where a 20-year-old girl named Helena is traveling all alone. The ship is on a mission from Earth to a faraway planet called Celeste. Helena has lived her entire life on this spaceship, from the time she was a baby until now. Because of problems on Earth like overpopulation, global warming, and pollution, scientists started looking for a new planet where humans could live. Helena was chosen to go on a mission to check if the planet Celeste could be a new home for people. The full journey takes 40 years, and after 20 years, Helena is only halfway there. Helena was brought onto the ship as a baby by her parents. They lived together until 3 years ago, when a problem with the oxygen system meant there wouldn't be enough air for all three of them. The oxygen would only last 1 more year if they all stayed. So her parents quietly left the spaceship, giving up their lives so Helena could survive. Now alone, Helena had just enough oxygen to live for 3 to 4 more years. An engineer from a nearby space station was supposed to reach her and help with repairs. For the past 3 years, Helena has been completely alone, taking care of the ship by herself. One day, the oxygen level drops to just 1%. The ship's computer tells her that an engineer will arrive in 17 hours. This will be the first time Helena sees another person besides her parents. A few hours later, alarms go off, and the ship starts shaking. Helena rushes to the control room and sees a space capsule attaching to her ship. The door opens, and a young man about her age walks in. It's the first time Helena has ever seen a boy. She is filled with joy. The boy introduces himself as an engineer and says he has only 50 hours to complete the repair work. He brings along a small robot that helps him detect faults in the system. Helena tries to stay close to him, using any excuse she can find. But he keeps his distance. When she asks his name, he says it's Alex. Helena invites him to stay for dinner. After a brief pause, Alex agrees. Helena is thrilled. After dinner, Alex gets to work. As he nears the end of his repairs, Helena sneaks into his room and looks through his belongings. She also talks to the mini-robot. That night, while Alex is asleep, Helena enters his room, touches his body, and wakes him up. Before he can react, Helena tells him that she's never kissed anyone before, and that she will have to spend the next 20 years alone on the ship. After hearing this, Alex doesn't respond, and the two begin a romantic relationship. A few hours later, Alex quietly leaves the spaceship without properly saying goodbye. His capsule opens into a tunnel. As he exits via an elevator, it's revealed that Alex is actually on Earth, and so is Helena. In reality, a secret military operation called the Orbit Program is being conducted in a restricted jungle zone. Deep underground, 10 spaceship simulators have been built, named Orbiter 1 through Orbiter 10. Each simulator is used to study how a human body reacts during long-term space travel. The research aims to prevent health issues during future real missions to Celeste. Among these simulators, Helena is in Orbiter 9. None of the passengers inside the simulators know the truth. They all believe they are traveling alone through space towards Celeste. Alex is a scientist working for the agency that runs the program. At the facility, another scientist tells him that the space program is progressing rapidly, and if things continue this way, a real spaceship will launch towards Celeste in 20 to 30 years. As Alex heads home, he is checked at a military checkpoint. On the radio, there's news of an old spaceship accident. 5 years ago, a real ship was scheduled to launch to Celeste, but it exploded just seconds before takeoff due to a technical fault, killing all crew members. The head engineer of that mission was Alex. Since the accident, Alex has suffered from depression. To avoid another tragedy, scientists decided to test every possibility through simulation. While resting at home, Alex's mini-robot suddenly projects a video on the wall, footage of Helena saying sweet things to the robot which had secretly recorded her. The next evening, Alex visits his psychologist. She hides her face behind a screen, where Alex can only see a wolf image. He talks about the people in the simulators, saying they're being used like lab rats, and expresses guilt, especially about Helena. Alex watches Helena remotely from his lab and thinks about her constantly. One day, he can't take it anymore. He heads to Orbiter 9, located in the military zone. Inside the simulator, Helena is lying in bed, lonely. Suddenly, the ship starts shaking, and an alarm sounds. A space capsule begins attaching itself again. Confused, Helena checks the control panel. She hadn't requested any help. She's shocked when Alex steps out of the capsule. Even more shocking, he's not wearing a spacesuit. Alex tells her the truth. It's not a spaceship. It's just a simulator. He urges her to leave with him immediately. Helena panics and begs him to return to the capsule. Alex then removes a hidden camera, telling her it contains footage of her life, from childhood to now. Helena is scared and confused, but eventually believes him. Alex sets up the mini-robot in Helena's place, connecting the sensors so the agency continues to receive normal health readings. Then he takes Helena's hand, and they escape together. As they step outside, Helena is overwhelmed by bright sunlight, something she has never seen in her life. Her heart races. Alex hides her inside a large box in the back of his truck and covers it with his spacesuit. When they reach the military checkpoint, a soldier starts scanning the truck with a radiation detector. As the soldier moves to the back of the truck, the scanner's beeping gets louder. Alex feels his heart in his throat. He gets ready to step out of the truck, but the soldier says that Alex left his spacesuit outside, which is why the scanner is picking up radiation. Then, he signals for the truck to move on without checking the box. Alex immediately drives away. Later, he takes Helena to a safe place and lets her out. He explains the entire simulator program to her. The program has been running since before she was born. He also tells her that there was never any problem with the oxygen supply. That was just an excuse. Actually, Alex had come to the spaceship to conduct a technical inspection of the artificial intelligence. After learning the truth, Helena expresses her desire to meet her parents. Alex warns her that no one should know she has escaped from the simulator, especially her parents, who are military scientists and have dedicated more than half their lives to this project. If she tries to find her family, she will only face disappointment. Alex then takes her to his house. There, Helena sees many normal-looking things for the first time in her life. She experiences rain for the first time. The next day, Alex leaves Helena at his house and goes to work. After work, he visits his psychologist and confesses that he has brought Helena out with him. As Alex is leaving, the psychologist appears in person for the first time. She gives him her personal phone number in case he needs help. Later, Alex shows Helena live video footage of the other simulators, streamed from a lab built in his house. He tells her that the cameras in the simulators are not installed in the bedrooms or bathrooms, only in the corridors and entrances. Helena asks, "What if the agency finds out I'm not inside the spaceship?" Alex replies that he'll record new video footage of her from the house and mix it with the existing footage from the simulator. He further explains that the simulator doors only open when a passenger dies. Once someone enters, their journey is extended on one excuse or another until they eventually die of natural causes. In short, the only escape from the simulator is through death. One day, Helena shows Alex strange marks appearing on her back. Alex takes her to one of his doctor friends. The doctor says Helena's skin is very delicate, and the sun is damaging it. After the doctor insists, Alex tells him the truth about Helena. The doctor advises him to be extremely careful. Later, in Alex's absence, Helena finds a secret report. From it, she learns that she is actually a clone. She decides to find out the truth and takes her parents' address from the same report. Without telling Alex, she goes to meet them. She finally meets her parents. They tell her that, although she is a clone, she is no less human than anyone else. In fact, in many ways, she is even better. However, Helena's father brings out handcuffs and ties her to a railing. He is about to call the agency when his wife suddenly attacks him from behind and knocks him unconscious. When Alex returns home, he finds Helena missing. Seeing the scattered reports, he realizes she has gone to meet her parents. Meanwhile, after freeing Helena, her mother tells her to run away before her father wakes up. She warns that once he regains consciousness, he will inform the agency. Helena says goodbye to her mom and escapes. As soon as her father wakes up, he calls the agency to report Helena's escape. Helena makes it back to Alex's house, and both of them flee together. The scientist heads toward Alex's house with a team of commandos. Alex and Helena reach the psychologist's office to ask for help. The scientist tracks them there. The psychologist tries to hide them, but fails and is killed by one of the commandos. Alex and Helena escape again. The commandos and the scientist chase after them. Eventually, Alex and Helena find themselves trapped with no way out. Their only option is to jump across to another rooftop. Helena tells Alex to jump first. He does, then urges her to jump too, but she hesitates. She decides to surrender in order to save Alex. The commandos catch Helena. They also shoot at Alex, but he manages to escape. After escaping, Alex goes to see his doctor friend. The doctor tells him that Helena's medical condition is worsening. Her skin is deteriorating rapidly, and she can't survive in sunlight. Alex tells the doctor that Helena is no longer with him. The agency took her. The doctor says maybe that's for the best. Helena's body has gotten used to the air pressure inside the spaceship, so she can't live outside anymore. Then the doctor shares a big surprise. Helena is pregnant. At the same time, the agency scientist tells Helena that she's no longer useful, and they plan to kill her. Just then, he gets a call from Alex. Alex says he has a deal that will benefit the scientist the most. Alex heads to the agency. Meanwhile, Helena is being taken to be injected with poison. Alex breaks through the military checkpoint. The soldiers shoot at him, and he gets hit. Then the scientist arrives and tells the soldiers to stop shooting. Alex is brought to Helena. They get emotional seeing each other again. Alex tells the scientist he wants to live inside the simulator with Helena. He shows Helena's medical report. She's 6 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. Alex and the scientist had made a deal. The agency won't kill Helena. In return, she will give birth inside the simulator so they can collect medical data. No baby has ever been born in a simulator before, so Helena's pregnancy saves her life. Helena agrees, but only if her daughter is allowed to leave the simulator when she's older. And that's exactly what happens. Years later, her daughter leaves the simulator, and the movie ends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.